Hello and welcome back to the mat. My name is Madeline and I am a certified yoga and Pilates instructor. For today's full body workout, we're going to be using two sets of props. I've got a medium-sized inflatable Pilates ball and I've got a set of light handheld weights. I've got 2 pounds here with me today and I would recommend sticking somewhere between 1 and 5 pounds, but ultimately it's totally up to you to do what feels best for your body today. So for this workout, you can expect glutes, core, arms, and a warm up and a cool down at the end. We're gonna move nice and quickly through it, and the whole workout is gonna take place on the mat, so there's no jumping, no standing, or no high intensity workout here. This is low impact, but you're gonna feel the burn. So let's meet down on the mat when you're ready. You can set your props off to the side so they're within reach, and we're gonna start in a child's pose. So starting with your knees wide, sink your hips all the way back to your heels and reach your fingertips forward. We're gonna sink the chest nice and low and start just relaxing all the muscles in your face, relaxing through your shoulders and connecting with your breath. So you're gonna breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, nice and slow, making it really deep. As you inhale, I want you to feel your back ribs expand. And as you exhale, I want you to let something go. Couple more here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, maybe walking your fingertips another inch forward. Really sinking down through the chest and releasing any tension you might be holding on to from your day. Go one last breath here, make it nice and deep, breathing all the way in and all the way out. We're gonna walk the fingertips over to the right side of the mat and anchor down with your left palm. So I want you to really open up the left side of your body here, sending your breath to those left ribs. So see how far you can crawl your fingertips off the mat, creating as much space as you possibly can, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more breath here, make it nice and deep. And release. We'll go over to the other side, crawl your fingertips over to the left, anchor down through that right palm, and create as much space as you can in your right ribs. Breathing nice and deep into your side body. We take 2 more breaths here. Settling into your intention for this class, noticing how your body is feeling in this moment, and noticing if there's anything that you want to achieve during this class. One more breath here, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Let's come back through center. We're gonna pull forward into tabletop. Take the knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna start with a cat-cow. So we inhale as we draw the shoulders back, sink the belly low and lift the gaze. And exhale as you press through all 10 fingers, spread through the shoulders and open up through your back. Let's go for a few more here. We come through center. We open up through the chest. And we exhale round. Go one more here. Breathing in, opening through the chest. And exhale around. We're gonna meet in a neutral spine. All right, we're gonna grab onto the ball. We're gonna take it underneath your left hand. So for now, we're just gonna hold it there. If you have any wrist trouble or any tension in that left arm, you can also do this without the ball and just modify. So this is gonna be a bit of a step up on a bird dog. So we're gonna extend the right leg back, hold it there. And as you hold that leg back, you're gonna reach the left arm forward as you press down with your right arm. So we're working 3 areas here. We're lifting the leg, we're getting a tricep dip in that right arm, and we're extending through the left arm, okay? So our core is turned on. We pull back up and we draw the knee in. Extend the leg back, reach the arm long, press it down, come back up and pull the knee in. So take this nice and slow. We reach, extend, draw it back and pull the knee in. Let's go for 4. For 3. For 2. We're gonna hold it long. See if you can hold it here and pulse that leg nice and high, pointing through the right toes. We lift and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it back in, drop that knee down. Told you we were gonna get right into the work. Now before we move over to the other side, let's take a little stretch. So take your palms on the ball. You're in a prayer. Your palms are together in a prayer position. We reach the arms forward. This is a nice juicy stretch. Open up through the chest and roll the ball back up. Let's go 2 more. We roll through the spine, rounding through the back, and then rolling out through the ball. This should really open up through your shoulders and come back up. Let's go 1 more. Roll it all the way out, opening up through the shoulders, and roll all the way back up. Okay, we're going right over to the other side. Ball is under your right hand. We're extending the left leg all the way back. We reach the right arm forward as you bend through that left elbow. Come up, bend the knee, extend, reach it long. Nice. All right, let's go for 4. For 3. For 2. You should definitely feel warm at the end of this warm-up. Last one, hold it long, point through the left toes and pulse. So your forearm is balancing on that ball, and the goal is to not let it move. So really brace through your core. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Pull it back through center, come on up, grab that ball and take it in between your inner thighs. We're coming back into tabletop, tuck through the toes. That ball is in between your inner thighs. We're gripping through all 10 fingers and we're gonna lift the knees and inch up off the mat. So we lift and hover, just hold it here, feel your low belly plug in, and think about drawing your ribs together like you're wearing a corset. From here, we're gonna tap the knees and lift. We tap and lift. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold it up. Option here to just hold steady or to pulse the knees. If you're pulsing, let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, drop it down. All right, let's warm up the glutes. We're gonna take that ball, place it behind your right leg. So you're squeezing that ball, wedging it in behind your knee. And you're gonna have to hold that ball. So that's kind of the trick here. It's gonna make it a little bit more challenging. If you're not using a ball today, just modify without. So you're flexing through the foot that has the ball. We're in that tabletop position and I want you to press out through your shoulders so you're creating space in your back. Grip through all 10 fingers and we press that heel up. So you're squeezing that ball behind your leg. We close the knee and we press it up. Nice. If at any point you feel like you want to come down to your forearms to release any tension from your wrists, you can of course do that, or you can come on to your fists. That often releases a little bit of pressure as well. All right, so we press and pull down. We press and pull down. We're keeping the core nice and tight. We've got that corset, pulling our ribs together. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold that heel up. Now let's realign. We're nice and long from the top of our head, out your tailbone. You're looking to the top of the mat, and we're gonna pulse that heel up an inch and down an inch. Nice. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it there. The knee is gonna pull around to the outside of your right arm. Gonna tap your elbow and you're gonna look towards that knee. As your knee comes back, it's going to straighten back out and you're gonna look forward to the top of your mat. So the knee pulls wide, taps the elbow, we look at the knee, we pull it back and straighten it out. Let's go for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, hold it to the back. We have one more move here. We're crossing the knee behind that bottom leg and we're pressing it up. So squeeze the inner thighs and press. Squeeze the inner thigh and press. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold that heel up and we finish with a pulse. We're going to squeeze heel to bum, try to change the shape of that ball and press it out. Squeeze, squeeze. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Take that ball out. Let's do one more stretch like we did. We're going to go hands into a prayer. We're rolling the ball out, releasing through the chest, and coming all the way back up. Okay, we're gonna come over to the other side. So you're gonna place that ball behind your left leg. You're gonna wedge it behind your knee. We're coming into a tabletop position. We're pressing out through the shoulders. We're gonna press that heel all the way up. Long line from the top of your head out your tailbone. We close the knee and press, close and press. Nice. So keeping that core really tight. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold it up and we pulse heel to the ceiling, up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it there. Knee pulls wide, taps that left elbow. We look towards the knee. We send it back, straighten it out, and look to the top. We pull wide and send it back. Pull wide, send it back. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it to the back on this next one. From here, we're gonna cross the legs, inner thigh squeeze, and press the heel up. Cross and press. We cross and press. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold it up. We finish with that pulse. Heel comes to your bum, squeeze and release. Squeeze the ball, release. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're done with our glute sequence. We're gonna move into a bridge series where we're gonna work our inner thighs. So come onto your back. Lay yourself all the way down. Actually, grab your weights. Bring them with you. We're going to place the ball in between your inner thighs. You're gonna take your weights in your hands. And first, let's make sure we've got the position right. So try to tickle your heels. You should be able to just reach your heels. It's about how far away they should be from your bum. And I want your feet in line with your hips. So slowly, we're gonna peel through the low abdominals all the way up into that hip bridge. And your arms are gonna come right up over your shoulders. So from here, hips are lifted. We're squeezing through the backs of the legs, engaging through the glutes, and tucking the tailbone so we've got that low core engagement. Palms are facing forward with those weights if you're using them. We're just holding the hips up as we pull the elbows down and press. So we're doing a chest press here, arms coming directly up over your shoulders. Nice. We pull and press. Hips are nice and steady. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the weights up. Now we're gonna work the hips. We lower to a tap and lift, squeeze. Lower, tap, lift, squeeze. Nice. Lower and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the hips up. We're gonna squeeze the knees together, changing the shape of that ball, and release. Squeeze and release for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze. Squeeze that ball as hard as you can. Now pulse the hips up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. You can release your arms. Take a breath. We're going to do that sequence one more time, but we're going to sync up with the hips and the arms. So when you're ready, tuck through the tailbone, lift yourself up one vertebrae at a time, reach the arms straight up overhead. From here, the elbows bend and the hips tap down. We press the arms up as we lift through the hips. We lower and lift, lower and lift. Nice for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up, finish with a few sets of pulses here. Squeeze the knees together, change the shape of the ball, and release. Squeeze, release for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze, pulse the hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself all the way down, set your weights off to the side. We're going to take that ball, sit up about halfway, and place the ball behind your back in the middle of your shoulder blades, about where your bra strap would be if you're wearing one. So mid-back in the center of your shoulder blades. So your feet are in line with your hips. Again, you should just be able to tickle your heels. We're going to start with a full range crunch to warm up through our core. So hands behind the head, not pulling on the neck, just supporting. Elbows are wide. We're going to lean back over the ball, take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, we look towards the knees and crunch it all the way up. We go down. We exhale as we lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Nice. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on this next one and we pulse. Looking towards the tops of the knees. We pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay all the way back, release through the core. Maybe reach your arms wide. Deep breath in and exhale. Arms are going to come directly behind you. We're going to lift out of the chest as we sweep the arms around and reach for your ankles. Arms go back. We lower the chest halfway, so you're still engaged through those abdominals, pulling the ribs together. We sweep the arms wide and come up. We lower halfway and reach the arms back. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it forward and pulse, reaching your fingertips to the end of the mat for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lay all the way back. Reach your arms behind you or out to the side. All right, we've got one more little sequence before we change the position of the ball. Hands are going to come back behind your head to support. Elbows are wide. We're lifting out of the chest and the head and the neck. So from here, we're lifting into that crunch position. So think about crunching up all the way. You should feel your belly button pulling back and up while you're here. From here, let's just start with a twist. We twist to the right and twist to the left. So no crunch, just twist. We're warming up through the obliques. Nice, we twist and twist. Let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. We hold it to the right. Now pull that right knee into your chest and lift up. We're gonna tap the toe, come back through center. We lift up as that right knee comes in. We go back through center. Nice, try to lift, get your elbow to touch that knee and lower the foot. We crunch and lower. Let's go for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, 2, hold it here, pulse the elbow to the knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center and lower down. We're gonna repeat that on the other side. And then move to obliques and inner thighs. So lift out of your chest, look towards the knee. Let's start with the twist. We twist to the left, twist to the right. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it to the left. We draw the left knee in, try to get that elbow to your knee, tap the toe and come back through center. We twist and come back, twist and come back. As you twist, try to lift. Nice. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Lay all the way back down. Maybe take your arms wide. Have a breath and release. So we're going to come onto our side. You can mirror me. We're going to start with the ball underneath your waist. So between your rib and your hip, your bottom knee is bent about 90 degrees out from your hip. We're down on our forearm and we're pulling out of the shoulder. That top leg is nice and long and it's in line with our hip. So for this sequence here, we're working on obliques to start and then we'll move into inner thighs. So you can set your weights off to the side. We don't need them quite yet. We're on the forearm, we're pulling away from that ball. So the ball is not here for us to relax on. It is here to prompt us to lift away. So let's start with that top leg pointed. We're going to lift and lower. So you'll feel this in the side glute, but you should also feel it in that top oblique. So maybe even take your fingers to that top side waist and just feel that muscle start to activate. Nice. Let's lift and lower. Keeping a nice straight line from your toe up to your hip. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, we're gonna pulse. Little pulse at the top. Nice, releasing any tension through your shoulders, through your face. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold that leg there. We're gonna send the leg forward out the front corner of the mat and then bring it to the back. So we're sweeping it forward one motion and sweeping it back. Nice. Think about sliding your leg in between 2 panes of glass. So you're at one super steady level here. Just for 4, for 3, for 2. We're gonna hold it to the back on this next one and give a pulse there. So you're out the back corner of your mat, you're pulsing up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Let's go for 5, for 4, we go to inner thighs next, in 3, in 2, and 1. Nice, let's take a break of that leg. We're gonna take the ball out in front. You're gonna come all the way down onto placing your head in your hands. Switch the positions of your leg so that top knee is on the ball. That bottom leg is flexed and long. So we're gonna start by lifting through that bottom leg and lowering. So using the inner thigh to guide that leg up and lower. Nice, lift and lower. So again, you should still feel that in that top oblique. If you take your fingers there and just pinch your top side waist, you should feel that muscle starting to activate. And the reason we use the ball under that top knee is just to give a bit of a bigger range of motion. So by elevating that top leg, we can lift our bottom leg higher and engage the inner thigh just a little bit more. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold that leg up. We're gonna pulse to finish. Let's pulse for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right, one last thing on this side. Switch your legs back. We're gonna place the ball back between our ribs and our hips, and we're gonna finish with oblique crunches. So take your top hand in front, you can tent those fingers, and reach your bottom hand underneath. So you're wrapping your arm around like you're giving yourself a hug. We lower ourselves over the ball. You can use that top hand as much or as little as you like, but I really want you to focus on that top oblique. So we're pulling up and lowering down. Nice, pull up and lower down. Let's just go for 8 here. 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2. Let's hold it here. See if you can hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice. Lower over that ball. Maybe take that top arm long and give a stretch. We're gonna do a brief interlude of arms, and then we're gonna finish the sequence on the other side, and that's it. We'll stretch to finish. So take that ball in between your inner thighs. We're not doing any work, it's just here to give us a reminder to engage through our core. So come up onto your knees if that feels comfortable. If not, just sit back on your heels. That's totally fine too. Just do a little bit of arms here. Start with a curl and a lower. Curling those weights up and lowering down. Nice. Curl and lower. So like I said, that ball is there just to remind us to engage. So almost think about squeezing that ball with your inner thighs as we're here. Tuck your tailbone forward like you're pressing it to the front of the room and engage through your core. Let's go for 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the arms at 90. If you're up like me on your knees, option here to use the hips as well. We're gonna extend the arms forward and then row the elbows back. Extend and row. So as you do, if you wanna get the hips into this and add a little bit more strength, we're gonna reach the arms forward as you send your hips back, pull it up. Nice. We reach and pull for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it up. We're going to keep those arms at 90. We open, turn the palms down, and then pull the elbows back in. Palms turn up. Turn the palms down and turn the palms up. Open it wide. Nice. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms at 90. We press it forward and pull it back. Press it forward, pull it back. Nice. As you press, we're engaging through the chest, and as you pull, we're engaging through the shoulders. Squeezing through the shoulder blades at the top of your back for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Lower the arms down. Let's finish with triceps. So you're gonna tilt just a little bit forward. We're knitting the ribs together and engaging through those low abs. Turn the palms back, and we're going to press the palms backwards and pull them back towards your hips. We press and pull, press and pull. Nice. Press, press. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the arms back. Now turn the palms towards your body, and we're going to take little half circles. So we circle it in front of your thighs and then circle it to the back and squeeze your palms together. So we take half circle to the front, half circle to the back. We come to the front and to the back. Nice. So the emphasis is really on that squeeze at the back. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, we're gonna pulse at the back to finish. Take those weights together and give a little pulse like you're trying to clap behind your back. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, release. All right, onto the other side. So you can set your weights off to the side. We don't need them anymore. You're gonna come onto your other side, whichever leg you didn't work, and you're gonna place that ball between your rib and your hip. We're on our forearm. That bottom supporting leg is about 45 degrees away from your hip bent. And your top hand is just tented in front of you for support. So we're stretching and pointing through that bottom leg. Think about lengthening your leg away from your hip. And we start with a lift and a lower. So getting into that top oblique. We've just got like 4 moves here, and then we're gonna stretch and you're all done. Nice. So all the while we're working that top oblique, we're still thinking about pulling that belly button back towards your spine, keeping our whole core nice and strong. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We add a pulse at the top, little pulse, up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Pulling away from your shoulder, lifting out of the ball for 4, for 3, for 2. Hold that leg there in line with your hip. We slide it forward out the front corner, slide it back, slide it forward, and send it back. Nice. Just for 5, for 4, This is the part of the workout where you push through. We don't have much left, so give it all you've got to the end. Last one, hold it to the back. We pulse up 1 inch and down 1 inch. For 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, we're on to inner thighs, last 2, and 1. You can drop that leg. We're gonna take the ball out in front, lower yourself down so your head is in your hand, and switch the position of your legs. So that top knee is coming onto the ball and your bottom leg is nice and long, flexing through your foot, pressing out of your heel. We're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice. Lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, in 2, we pulse it here, hold it at the very top, pulse up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Just for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are finishing with our very last move. Come back on up, place that ball between your rib and your hip. We're coming back into that original position, bottom knee supporting 45 degrees away from your hip, and that top leg is long. Top arm balances you in front. You can tent those fingers, and your bottom arm reaches underneath and wraps around. We lower down, we take a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, we lift through those obliques. Lower down, we lift and lower. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's hold it up to finish here. Hold for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Reach that top arm up overhead and give a nice stretch. So when you're ready, let's set all of our props off to the side. We do not need them anymore. Gonna come onto your 4-point kneel. Let's take a couple cat-cows, open through the chest, pull the shoulders back, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, rounding through the back, pressing through all 10 fingers. Let's go one more here. We open through the chest, deep breath in, creating some space, and exhale, round. We're gonna meet in a downward dog from here. So press into all 10 of your fingers, tuck your toes, and slowly send your hips all the way up. Whew. Opening up through the backs of the legs. This should feel pretty nice. So just take a couple breaths here to pedal out through the heels. We're gonna take pigeon on both sides. Starting with the 3-legged dog, lift the right leg all the way up, maybe opening up through that hip and pulling your heel towards your bum. Really creating some space and some length. From here, we're gonna draw the knee in towards the nose and rest it down by your wrist. So releasing your bum down, and if it's comfortable, just resting your head maybe on your hands, folding forward. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale as you lengthen, and exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Let's take 2 more here. Inhale, lengthening through the chest, through the back, and exhale, fold a little bit deeper. 1 more. And exhale. You can prop yourself back up with your fingertips, tuck the back toe, lift that knee, and press yourself all the way back. We'll repeat the other side. Left leg goes all the way up, maybe opening up through your hip, pulling your heel towards your bum, creating some space. And from here, we will straighten out through the hips, square them off with the mat, draw that knee towards your nose, and come into pigeon. Left knee towards your left wrist. The more parallel that your shin is with the front of the mat, the deeper this will feel. And just see where you can get with this pose, maybe leaning all the way forward, maybe propping yourselves up on your forearms, but really trying to release any tension you're holding anywhere else in your body. We just want to focus this on the left glute. So releasing tension in your neck, in your forehead. And then we'll take 3 breaths here to lengthen and fold. We inhale, lengthen through the back, lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Last one here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. From here, you're gonna prop yourself up and we're gonna swing that back leg around. We're gonna take the soles of your feet together and your knees out wide. And I want you to hold onto your feet and think about opening them like a book. So pulling your feet apart and pressing your elbows into your legs. So again, here you can fold forward, finding the space and feeling what gives you the best stretch here. Maybe grabbing onto both your big toes with your peace fingers and just pulling and pressing where it feels best. Let's take 2 breaths here. And our last stretch, we're going to extend both of our legs forward. You're gonna reach your arms all the way up, stretch nice and tall, and fold forward, grabbing wherever you can, whether it's on your shins, on your feet, and just folding. Noticing where you're feeling the most tension here, maybe rocking your head side to side, releasing your neck. We'll take 3 breaths to inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. We inhale, lengthen through the back, and exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Again, we inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Last one here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And we'll roll all the way up whenever you're ready. Coming into a seated position. And we'll take a final breath together. Let's take the arms wide and up. Deep breath in. And exhale your hands through heart center. Lock in all that good energy you just created. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. You should feel proud of yourself for completing this 40-minute full body Pilates class. I would love to know what you think about it. Please connect with me on socials. Leave me a comment to let me know what you thought and how you're feeling. I hope that this class helped to shift your energy, and I hope you're leaving feeling stronger and more relaxed than you did when you started. So I hope to see you back on the mat soon. Have a great rest of your day.